Welcome to our second video about the Ashely Schiff Woods. At the end of the last video, I asked you how you knew this wasn't a pine barrens. See the turkey tracks in the trees? That's the fungus growing up the side. One of the ways you can tell that this isn't a pine barrens is pretty obvious. There are no pine trees. You can look around and you can see your oaks and your maples and your sassafras and your beech and your birch. You can see where tree fall opened up the canopy to let more sunlight in. When you walk through the forest, one of the things that I like to do is to find threatened species, like this American chestnut. Every time I find one of these chestnut trees in Ashely Schiff, it makes my heart beat a little faster. These are survivors of a plague of fungus. And you can see that dead branch coming in, that dead branch there, that is a chestnut tree. And yet it still sends up stringers. New growth comes. Sometimes they live 5 years, 6 years, 7 years. And sometimes they reproduce. SUNY ESF has been busy breeding the survivors with other survivors and planting the trees in their home range. This forest would have been dominated by American chestnut trees before 1940. It's hard to kill all of everything though, so if you look around, you can always see places where life thrives. As an ecologist, when I walk through the forest, I'm always looking for surprises. The chestnuts, the bugs I don't know, places where tree fall has made an open spot. Right here, that's a giant tulip tree. There are nice fallen logs right there where you can toss down your backpack and hang out with your friends. Relax for a minute and enjoy the sunshine. If you're lucky, it'll be really quiet, and all you can hear are the bugs and the birds. Those down there are sensitive ferns. They're called sensitive because on cold nights in fall, they're the first ferns to die.
Schiff Wood's 50th anniversary poem, a variation on an ode, October the 4th, 2019, by David Taylor. The way to enter the woods is not as escape, but as memory, like words only you know and that remind you of what you care about, names that ground you, that help sink your feet into sand, soil, and detritus, that bathe you in the sassafras-filtered dappled sunlight as you stand, eyes closed, back against the tulip tree, syllables that help you listen to the faint oriole call off trail, fainter still, the bee humming with goldenrod bloom. When the wind offers back that each leaf has a voice too, and even tree trunks bend and speak. Part 2. Turn off the cell phone and hide it as deep as possible in your backpack as though you were burying the dead. You are. Tell your friend with you to wander ahead or behind for a short time. To those you meet, and nod and say, "Can't talk right now, I'm listening to something." When they ask for what, smile and keep walking. Part 3. To enter the Schiff Woods is to place yourself in the push and retreat of crushing ice and stone, thaw and frost, snow, sand, and first shoots of green making their way to sun and roots reaching down to water, shore and forest becoming, fire, cleansing forest, regrowth and cutting, human enterprise and the decay of human enterprise covered by grapevine and leaf litter, all the flowers grown from bird droppings and acorns covered and forgotten by squirrels, trees grown old and now fallen in a nor'easter, Ashely Schiff and others taking students to these same leavings now become woods. What offices have been built around it? what has been done to keep the forest as it is. These are why you are in the woods now. What more do we need but to know you are a part of Earth's memory and should act that way?